Hello everybody! We wanted to introduce to you a project called Forta Smart Search. Forta Smart Search would be the new wave of how you actually do search on Forta Explorer in a year or two. So, what is the current situation? Currently, when you want to enter something into here, you need to know exactly what you're entering into it. If you'll do any mistake, there'll be problems. If you want to do some smart search on top of metadata, for example, you want to get only to transactions or only from transactions, you'll be quite out of luck. And even sometimes not all events are shown in here. If we'll ask something like, oh, even like this, it will fail immediately. So anything complicated gets stuck. So how can we go about it? Our idea is to use AI magic to turn user queries into executable code that will be created on the fly, which results would be analyzed by AI and feeded back to our user. So let's see how it goes in action. So this is our beautiful user interface, and it contains our search query. It can be any text you want. It contains for every query you used a response that we provide. It has smart suggestions that are helpful and actually based on what we can do using our GraphQL API. And it has a set of results that were generated by the programs that were created by our AI. So AI creates programs, programs get executed on top of GraphQL API, images are created, then images are analyzed and fed into the system that actually provides results for us that you can see, look through, investigate, go deeper. We can enter any query that we like. For example, say we want to enter something like this. We can search for it. In this demo that we are currently showing to you, the results are produced immediately and they are cached, but when we actually make requests, of course, currently it takes time. Let's see how it looks from architectural standpoint. So the user makes a request in free form, any text he wants. If its results are cached, we'll return the cached result. If the results are not cached yet, we'll generate a set of tasks that can be created from our GraphQL API using Python to generate a set of images. Each task in parallel would be actually executed. For each task would be generated a specific code listing that would be runnable on Forta API, and that listing would generate an image. This code will be executed. Sometimes code will fail, but mostly it executes correctly and generates images. And then we take those images that were generated for us, take our API and generate explanations for these images. That explanation can be understood by human, it is purely in human readable form, and all of this is saved to cache and returned to our user. So this beautiful system provides you with ability to do basically any query you want. It allows you to expand API, basically providing it with new functionality. For example, say you connect to it something like Web3 API, or you connect to it any other API that you want, and it enriches it and it provides it with abilities to create new questions, to draw new images, to be even more flexible and precise. Of course, currently nowadays it is a little bit on the slower side because generation of images and their processing takes a bit longer, but in the future we see that this approach exactly would be the way to communicate to any digital system where you can have an API that can be queried. So basically always we see that the pattern would be something that would be similar to what we are implementing here right now. So thank you for listening so much. Feel free to use our Forta Smart Search in your journeys and in your queries. The code is open source and on the GitHub. It is mostly containing a few files with a few thousand lines of code. So most of it is querying OpenAI APIs, and some of it is for generally returning serviced data to the end user. So yeah, with this, I thank you all for coming, and I'll be hearing from you when you'll be using Forta Smart Search. Thank you all. Goodbye.